Not making any effort to sit tall at first, just let yourself lean slightly forward and place your hands on your legs. Open up your hands, let them relax. And let your eyes relax as well. So soft downward eyes or closing eyes. Just softening that energy of seeing. And begin coming into the energy of feeling and awareness. Bringing awareness into the body, allowing the efforts of the mind to soften. You may have already begun to draw your breath in a more mindful way, slowing down, breathing deeply. And begin the process of sitting up tall and bringing your shoulders over your hips so that you can breathe really deeply. So we're bringing together awareness of the body, this organization of the breath into even waves, and softening into the present moment, all we truly have. One more time, deep breath, moving through. Navel gently hugs towards the spine as you finish that out breath. Inhale, sweep hands to earth. Draw up the center to sky and spread your arms wide. Lift your heart center so you can do a little bitty back bend there. Heart lift, one more breath. Remember to do a downward gaze whenever we back bend. Look down your nose. Exhale, hands together, down to the heart, and then bow towards the earth. Come on out to your own degree. You can release your arms any way that feels good. We'll come back to the Anjali mudra. Allow your head to release downward, forward. And take one more deep breath. Sound the exhale. Inhale, come up at your own speed. Return to Anjali mudra, this mudra of reverence, and pay respect to the universe, all beings, and yourself with this simple yet profound pose. Evenness of effort in our practice and our life, with a little space between your hands. Exhale, open up your eyes. Feel that energy come in with the eyes open. Spread your hands and bring them behind you to lean back to heart lift pose. We start that opening across the front shoulders as you squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Remember your downward gaze. And you can bend and lean back into your elbows as much as you'd like. And we'll have an option to repeat this later in practice as a variation for fish pose. Breathe into your heart center, 2 more deep breaths. If you like, you can reach your knees towards the floor as well. And last time, slowly breathe. Exhale, navel towards the spine, and press your way back upright. Long, relaxed belly. Breathe in. Breathe out, reach for your right knee with your left hand and continue taking your heart back, your other hand behind or wrapping the waist. And find your look back with your face and your eyes. Gently stretching your eyes as you look to the side. 2 more slow breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And the last one, just be at your range of motion. Know that you're almost done and release back to center. Just let those actions go. Find center. Inhale long, relax belly. Exhale, reach for opposite knee. Find your look back twist to the other side. Wrapping waist or hand to the floor behind. Side eyes, Parsvadrishti. But with a gaze, just like everything else, we don't want to force or strain. And just observe what happens when you still your eyes in this way. Breathe out, trying to not attach to everything all the time. And come back to center slowly and mindfully. Come up to standing, please. Make your way up. Take a few rounds of breath, a little time. You can pause anywhere on that journey. And when you do stand, come to the top third of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Hold your center with your hands. Just feel your feet into the earth, firming legs, bringing balance to your pelvis. Relax your arms down by your sides and just notice if you have rolled your shoulders forward in life or back, and try to find a nice center where you feel open, where your heart feels free. Breathe deeply and feel the expansion of an inhale. Feel your rib cage. As you breathe out, let your low ribs come together and down. So it's like you're knitting in that front of your torso, together and down. Try that one more time. Feel your breath in the ribs. Exhale, so we're anchoring the front body, and then breathe again. Take up your arms, keeping the ribs down and together. So that frees our arms to go up. Let your eyes go up as well, but let your shoulders stay down. Upward hand pose. 3, 4, give it just the right amount of energy, only one more breath, keeping the low back long with the front belly down. Then exhale, slowly come to forward fold position for 5 breaths. Land, we'll do this as a warming up one. Check in, stretch your back body, release your head down. Gaze towards the navel, so really tuck your chin. 4th breath, try to stand evenly in your feet. And one more exhale. Half lift, hands to the shins or the floor. Extend your spine forward, gaze at your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend your knees, spread your hands, right leg back and then the left. Hold Palakasana. Knees can be down if needed. Low belly towards the spine. Press the earth. There's a pushing action. Feel that activate the muscles of your chest and back. Shoulders, arms. Hold the whole body. One more breath. And then come to your belly. Knees down, untuck toes. Work your way out one little bit at a time to Cobra Pose. Hands by your chest. Big toes together, and a nice long neck. Inhale 5 breaths. Press your hands into the earth. Lift your heart off the floor. You may lift higher if it feels good. Mula Bandha, a good idea. A little tail tucking. Mula Bandha is the toning of the pelvic floor. One more breath. Really respectful. Come on down, slowly release. Have a moment to feel the energy of that back bend. Then press forward and down into your hands. Come up and go back to quarter dog, toes tuck under. Finding that down dog work in the arms and the spine. Reset your toes if necessary and be compassionate with them. Spread your hands, arms a little wider than your shoulders, and relax your head down. Breathe 5 times. Same waves. Exhale, lungs, spine. Pull your hips away from your hands. Inhale, pull yourself up to tabletop. Move your hands and knees underneath your shoulders and hips. Find your uplift in your low belly. Cow spine. Keep the low back rather flat and just bring your heart forward, gaze down at your nose. Feel the core strengthening, also the arms pressing the earth. And last breath, gentle extension around the tops of your feet. And go to flexion of the spine, rounding into cat spine for 5. Breathe into each shape. Try not to feel too much attachment or aversion to any of the poses. Just try to stay kind of neutral towards it all. And taking one more round of breath into the cat spine. And relax, release, center. Let's do a little side bend, bringing the right hip and shoulder towards each other. So you'll shorten your right torso to the side, letting your left torso lengthen. Head relaxed and following the spine. If you find any gripping you're doing, let it go. And breathe out one last time. Gently explore your range of motion. Come out slowly to center and shorten your left side as you lengthen the right. Gently pressing the hands. Finding length in your low back. One more exhalation. Range of motion. Check in. See if you've got a little more space. And let it go really slowly back to center. Heart chakra pose. Keep your knees over your hips over your knees as much as you can. And walk your arms forward. Bring your head down. Arms straight. Spread your hands. Focus on softening heart towards the earth. A little pressing into that heart center downward. One more time, gently press it towards the earth. Inhale up, walk your hands back, downward dog. Starts with the hands, so look at them, loving awareness, spread them open. Tuck under the toes, inhale, lift up your hips towards the sky, come to the balls of your feet and lower your heels. Inhale, balls of the feet, pike it up, low belly in. Exhale, lower your heels one more time. Lift up and lower. Now stay for 5. With a soft heart. Let your head hang down, gazing back between your legs or up towards your navel. And one more breath. Get that lung spine when you exhale. Weight back into the legs. Then the inhale, we start to shift forward, step forward, and half lift. Fold forward slowly, release your spine down. Inhale up to stand, use your legs. Enjoy the journey. Relax and reach. Exhale, float down your arms so you are ready. Again, sky reaching, inhale, just a breath. and earth reaching. Exhale. Horizon half lift. Inhale. Left leg back first. Palakasana into Vasisthasana. Right side plank. Have a moment to establish your version for today. Knee down is fine. 2, 3 more breaths. Last one. Getting some warmth into the body. Other side, Vasisthasana. One of the sage poses, auspicious, impermanent. Use your whole body. Create lots of strength around your shoulder. And exhale back to center. Bring down your knees. Go back to Balasana for a moment. Just take your arms and drape them back. Bring your head down. Listen for your breath. One more exhale. Upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha, Svanasana. Arms strong and straight as you stretch your belly. Stay on your knees or lift to the tops of your feet. Shoulders roll back and you gaze down. Tuck your tailbone and stretch your belly. Try to find the heart lifting action. One more breath. And either a tabletop first or straight in a downward dog. Yogi's choice. Work with your own body. I haven't given my compassion talk yet today, but please, always with compassion, every part of this. Compassion with your busy mind, with your stiff shoulder, whatever it is. Let the practice be a source of wellness and healing. Breath out one more time. Let's try a jump forward or just lightness. Bend your knees, find that springiness of your legs. And next time you breathe in, press your feet, hop it forward and stretch your legs and spine straight. Fold forward slowly, breathe out. Up to standing, this process of rising, floating up the arms, and then come down into Anjali mudra again at the heart center. Pause, aware of posture, steadiness, this meditative stance, and there's the heart beneath your hands. Even at the physical center, we feel that beating on the left. Exhale. One more time. Release your feet hip distance apart for the Utkatasana variation, fierce pose. Come on down into the chair, the invisible chair. Nice and low, open your feet, whatever low is for you. Take your arms out in front of you and bring your shoulders into your body. And pulsing up and down a few times. Just lift a little and go back down. Mindful. For just one more time, creating strength in the hips. And then inhale to stand up. Exhale, return to standing forward fold. Take another variation. Fingers under the feet, hold elbows, whatever you want. Take 5. Be with a calm energy of the forward fold. And don't hold back. Find your own way into the shape. Working deeply and positively. And shift your weight to the balls of your feet a little bit more. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out one more time. And bring yourself back up to standing, using the bend in the legs to teach ourselves to use all the strength and power we have in our legs and hips. Step out right side, star pose. Easy wide legs, arms up, shoulders down. Gently reaching your heart upward. And you can practice a little bit of a back bend in the shape by pressing your pelvis forward and lifting up your whole rib cage. Downward gaze. And relax from any back bend. Take one more breath, just regular star, not a lot of effort. Exhale, hands down to Anjali mudra. And then turn your right toes and knee out towards the corner of your mat and come into that side lunge shape. Turning your back toes towards the front of your mat. And on that left foot, we take the arms straight and pull back the fingers. The other hand comes behind the skull for a side lunge variation with the gesture of fearlessness. Concentrate and take one more breath into that shape. With inhale, release those actions and we'll set that up on the other side. Turning out the left toes and knee towards the corner of your mat. Finding that lunge, you're gonna hold for a bit. So find that first. Try to swing your other toes away. Straight arm. Other hand behind the skull. Gaze at your Ubaya mudra. And just one last breath. Inhale, come on out. Swing your heels out to wide parallel feet. Just find your nice spreading distance. Prasarita Padottanasana. And come right down the center to begin. Breathe in with a long spine. Long relaxed belly. Exhale, draw the navel towards the spine as you fold. Knees can bend. Reach your hands and your head down. Hug your elbows in towards each other. We find that action again and again in the practice. The spiraling outward energy in the hands brings inward energy to the elbows. Sometimes your feet can feel kind of stuck here, so give them a little moment to release any stuckness and breathe 2 more times. Awareness at Uddiyana Bandha, navel towards the spine. And we'll add a twist to the pose. Take it easy with yourself here as you place your right hand under your face. Open up to any degree out to the side. And remember, the knees can be bending. Straight up and down like triangle if you like. Some of that side plank energy in that hand on the floor. One more breath. Exhale, come on down and change out the hands, open to the other side. Just the right amount. Navel towards the spine. And just the right amount of effort in the pose. 4th, last time. Inhale, energy. Exhale, release to center. And breathe in. Use your strong legs, feet, ankles to come up. Work your feet close enough so that you may step out front section of your mat. And doing some of that high lunge stepping back, helpful to hold your pelvic center. Just feel that empowered holding there. So this is grounded and a place where we're strong in our bodies. Find a steady gazing point out in front. So we need some concentration to step your right leg back to the ball of your foot. So carefully send that leg back and find your balance. Be patient. If your heel comes down for a moment, that's just fine. We're going to head into Warrior A after. This first one, just holding the center. And one more exhale. Optional, kick it out or just step forward. Kick it out and release. Other side, step it back. Have a moment here to catch your balance. Concentrate really deeply. Keep trying. All these ways of balancing and just holding your center, downward eyes. Soften your shoulders down. And 5, exhale, lean your torso forward, kick it out, option, and come back to the top of your mat, or relax your arms and hands. Interlace, weave your fingers, press to the sky. And exhale, release your hands behind, interlace. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Taking a few breaths. Carefully roll your chin towards your chest. And you can draw down with your hands as much as you like, and maybe squeeze your shoulder blades over towards the other ear towards the shoulder. Just the right amount. Only you know the experience of your body. And carefully down to center, and then come back up. Stepping back again to the high lunge. Concentrating, take it back. Have a moment for refining. And whatever you'd like to do with your arms is fine. Just pulse up and down a few times. Straighten your front knee and then bend it again. This time when we come down, knee over ankle, ground your back heel and angle it in. Warrior A. Arms up and wide, shoulders down. Exhale. Lean forward, step it out, kick it out if you like, and come back down. Good, I saw some feet coming towards me. Other side. Come back to that high lunge with a little bounce. I come into it, I do this little bounciness just to find the balance and then to find stillness. And then intentionally pulse a few times, lift and lower. 4, 5, come down with your hips, angle in your back heel, arms wide and up, warrior A. If you'd like to try taking your gaze up, your face up. 4, use both feet, one more big breath, and then step forward to release. And let be. Let's bend knees, step to the left side on your mat, triangle pose, over towards your left foot. Reach your arms, breathe in. Over and down, breathe out, reaching up and down. Belly center toning in. Eyes can do that side gaze up towards your thumb. Exhale. Up and over to the other side. Use this economy here of the one breath over and down. Exhale. And then breathe 5 times. Keep your shoulders from coming up your ears. Drawing them down into the body. 4, last round of breath. And with your navel drawing in, use your legs. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, bend your knee and lean and reach into extended side angle pose. And 5, breathe in over to the other side. Bend your knee, lean and reach. Uttita Parsva Konasana. Just trying to make the most of those 5 breaths. And a little gratitude for whatever benefits this pose has brought today. Inhale, up and over to the other side again, warrior B. Turn your head towards your front arm. Shoulders relax. Nice and low in your lunge. Exhale. Second side, press it off, turn, bend your knee, turn your head, breathe 5. We're concentrating on organizing our bodies and breath. And one more exhale. Release out of the stances into the front section of your mat or by your wall for the dancer pose. Coming into your right leg for balance. We can do either side first is fine. So important, eyes having a steady place. Have your support near if needed. And preparation, bring your heel towards your hip. Catch with one or both hands. Catch your ankle or foot. Try to do some breathing into your heart center. And exhale. A little springiness in your standing leg is helpful as you balance on one leg. Going into the second variation, lift your back knee, lean forward, optional reach out. Don't give up easily. Two more deep breaths. Using determination sometimes can help us stay just a little longer. Come on out. Find some stillness for a moment. Feel the energy of the practice in your stillness. And come to the other side. Back bending, we stimulate the adrenals at the kidney area. So we actually do a physical, a chemical increase of energy gently. Sometimes you can really feel that. The way that forward folds calm the energy. And taking the knee up and back, reach forward, opposite arm, so we have this counterbalance. Eyes steady. Creating that half bow shape. Ankle pressing into the hand. 3. And last breath. Come on out and be still for a moment. Relax, release. Awareness of your posture. Earth time. Up we go. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly fold forward. Take care of your body as you do that. Halfway lifting. Anjali pose. Take your right leg back and bring your knee down. Come up and let your knee head out towards your toes. Give yourself a little tailbone tucking. And stack your hands on your knee. Optional, take the arms just as they are, up and back. Downward gaze. So keep them on the knee, it's fine. One more exhale. Inhale to center, release. Hanuman's pose. Straighten out your front leg. Ground your back foot and bow in. And you can take your hands down if you'd like, or challenge your strength a little by keeping your hands together. Draw back on your toes to any degree. Exhale. And using your hands to create a little twist. Just a little lateral movement is fine, just reaching across. One more exhalation. Find that range of motion. See if you've got a little room there where the sensation still feels good. And release carefully and slide your leg back. Other side, Anjali. Low crescent lunge. A little time to just find that shape of the body. A little tail tuck energy. Shoulders down. Stack your hands. And find your downward eyes. Feel yourself relax into the shape after a couple breaths. And then optionally pick up your hands, bring them back, keep your eyes down. One more exhalation. Inhale energy to release and come to Hanuman's pose, drawing your toes back, straightening out your leg. Round your back foot. Close your eyes and just feel that foot. And then concentrate on the whole body as you bow in. Hands can come down or not. Feel a little calming energy even as we do some balance work. And then coming to that reach across with the opposite hand, creating a little side, a little twist. Third breath. See if you've gotten into that space where you're working deeply with respect. And last breath. Release the twisting movement first and then take your leg back. Come to your forearms and pop up your knees and bring down your belly. And taking Shalabhasana, locust pose, weaving the fingers together, legs together, long legs, long neck, and bring your hands towards your feet, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your heart, gaze down. Exhale, relax and release your shoulders. Lift your legs straight. Straight and together. Feel that good medicine around your sacrum. One more time. Exhale down. And then bringing it all together, lift your heart and your feet. 5 breaths more. The heart chakra is in the mid-back, the arms and hands. As well as the heart. Exhale, relax, release. Half frog, coming for a yin stay. Bringing that right knee up alongside you on the floor. You may angle your torso over that way or just stay centered and turn your head to the right. Let yourself be comfortable. Take a moment and make sure you feel comfortable and then be still and relax. And so this initial part will be that calming of the heart after the invigoration of the locust poses. It's the season of crickets. Keep getting softer. And very slowly come to the other side, but first releasing the right, bringing the left knee up on the floor alongside. To any degree, let it relax, let your foot relax. You take all the muscular effort out. Have a turn to your head and support your head and body so that you can relax. Everything going soft. Relax your eyes. Just meditate upon the breath. And also letting the physical heart ground into the earth. So we can give some of our energy of the heart to the earth when we're on our bellies. And a slow release. To a dolphin pose, getting your forearms on the ground, those forearm bones, the elbows. You may bring your hands separate, shoulder distance. If your shoulders are tight, you may like that more. If it feels okay, keep them together. Tuck under your toes. And then hike up to dolphin. Walk your feet in one at a time. Bring your head down. Let your head rest on the floor if you'd like, just lightly. So the forearms press the earth. Just one more breath. Bring down your knees carefully, together or apart, your choice, and come back to child's pose. Drape your arms, drape your head. Stretch a few breaths into your back ribs so that you use your whole rib cage one more time. And rising up. Cross your feet behind you, cross your ankles, and just notice which one's on top. See, I've got my right one on top. So I'm going to take my right arm under the left and doing this eagle variation on the knees. So the hands together, backs or fronts, fingers to the sky. And you may come up and back a bit or just go straight up. And here we hook the arms and activate the arms and shoulders, releasing tension under your shoulder blades. Up and back, one more time. Exhale, bring down your elbows, tuck your chin. And then release your arms and change the cross of your legs behind. Other side. Hook your elbows, hands together, lift them up. You can do the pelvis forward ribcage lift and go up and back if you like, or just straight up is fine. Just find that energy of the arms. It's like you're trying to pull your arms apart, but they won't let go. Breathing into the back body at the shoulder blades. And the determination to let your heart stay open as you take this shape. One more breath. And elbows down, tuck your chin. Release your arms. Find your shoulders open again. And back to a yin shape, the sleeping swan, which is like pigeon pose. Optional on the back is the figure 4 shape if you need to. Starting with your right leg forward. Bring your knee into that folded knee position. Take your other leg straight back. And you may roll to your outer hip here and open your knee hinge. Only if that works. Not straining the knee at all. So anywhere in that arc can be open. I find that in the yin version where I take the muscular effort out, that I can have my knee open more than if I use my muscles. So just be open to what you find when you say soft to your muscles. Coming forward and down to some degree, any degree. Just try to find a place where you can relax with the work. So you can be more upright and stacked or more over on your hip. You may cushion under. And let's just hold still for a minute. Your back leg doesn't have to have your kneecap down. Just let it be a soft version. And we'll see 2 minutes. And when we practice in that yin style, it's a receptive style and it can bring an open-hearted feeling, soft and open. As relaxed as you can be everywhere, just notice if you're trying to hold on with anything. Begin the process of coming out and taking the counter pose of your choice. Anything you want to do here that feels good for your body. We've been in a deep compression with that right hip, so you might do something that just moves the hips around or stretches the hips. Yogi's choice. And another breath with that. Second side, sleeping swan or the threading needle. And back, taking this time to carefully explore. Possibly opening the hinge of the knee, totally optional. Check in with your back leg with your awareness. And meet this side of your body where it is. Let this be a therapeutic pause in your day, in your life. Soft hands, soft face. Awareness into the body, allowing the efforts of the mind to soften. Notice your head and neck, making sure they relax as well. Eyes relax, soft or closed. And just a little bit more time, patient and still. And a mindful release to your releasing pose of choice, your spontaneous release. And come into your back in a moment or so. So you can do another upward dog, downward dog if you like. Just to move the whole body. Come through and lie down. Bring your heels together and your toes wide. Ground your arms into your sides and center your skull and spine. Exhale, ground your front ribs down, your navel towards your spine. And inhale, lift your hips off the floor, 5 breaths. And 5, give it a little more lift. And calm down slowly. Relax, release. Bring your knees in. And sit up, straighten out your legs. Come to Paschimottanasana. You might draw your sitting bone, your flesh back off your sitting bones. You come into your seated version of the forward fold. Head down, the belly draws in. We start the hinge from the hips, from the pelvis, and then let your spine just drape down. 4 more breaths. Nice long hold. Keep relaxing into it. Exhale for 7. 1 more breath. And 8. Taking that shape on our backs as cloud pose, or you may stop with your legs up in the air and maybe a little towards you, resting them towards you can help find that shape upside down. So the hips may come up if you like, head centered. Optional interlace of the fingers. Just letting the weight of the legs help fold you the other way. Seven, 8. Bring your spine down slowly. Use your arms and control the release of your spine and your legs down. Crossing your legs like easy pose. And coming up to seated to take easy pose, or practicing fish pose if you don't have any neck issues that are serious. If it feels okay for your body, not to judge. Just do the seated heart lift instead if it bothers you in any way. Hands underneath your seat, hold on. Elbows down, lift your chest, and bring the top of your head lightly towards the floor. Lengthening your throat. Breathing into that throat energy. And another breath, throat and heart energy. To come out, press your elbows into the floor. Use your hands and carefully lift off your head and bring yourself back down. And working the legs into Supta Baddha Konasana, the feet together and the knees apart. You can reset your low back by drawing your flesh down if you need to. And you can support your legs with some gentle touch from your hands. And begin to relax as we take our finishing shapes. This pose is so much about just allowing, continuing to soften. And we do have muscular effort. We have our heels pressing together, which activates the leg muscles. And exhale, 5. Try to soften the legs a little more. And use your hands, give a little support as you slowly bring your knees back together and over to the right side. Take your arms and stack your hands, roll to the right, and then open your arms like a book as you turn your head and relax your shoulders, relax your eyes. Feel that openness across the heart center. That idea that the heart energy includes the arms and hands, the upper back. The middle back. One more breath on this side. Soft release. Head to center first, then hips and legs over to the other side. Bring your hands together and open like a book, relaxing down into the earth as you turn your head. Especially noticing hand and arm and heart energy. Last round of breath. Roll your head to center and bring your knees as well. Bring your knees in one more time because this gives us a nice length in the low back. And then bring your legs out for Shavasana. You may cushion under your knees if you benefit from that. Slide cushion under there. Same with your head. You can just lift and lengthen your head away from the rest of your spine a little bit and bring it down so that your forehead is slightly higher than your chin, and you might need a support. For that to be possible, it's okay. And now the shoulder blades, check in, feel that area. Do they feel even? Can you settle and set them? And then ask the shoulders to rest down towards the earth. A deep breath into the center of your chest. And breathe out. Let that breath energy dissipate down both arms into the hands. And then let's come to the sacrum with our awareness. So that's behind your pelvis. That's that dense triangular shaped bone connecting spine with legs. Just feeling that physical part of yourself. The basin of your pelvis, letting the legs relax out of that bony center. And one more breath into your sacrum area, pelvis. Exhale, soften all the way down to the feet. And then let your eyes rest and soften, your breath rest and soften. Let go of all efforts. The sense of touch is connected with the heart chakra. Feel the earth touching your skin, body touching earth. Your lungs, your empathy. The breath and the air itself. Anahata, heart chakra. A bright clear green that has white and pink inside. The heart is the pulse of our internal universe and the place in us that can change the universe around us. Next time your breath comes in, Let it keep stretching, beginning to stretch your body and move again. Let the out breath follow when it's ready. And gradually come back to Sukhasana or Padmasana. All good. Your seated pose. Keep working on it over time. Sitting on the floor becomes easier. And sit aligned and relaxed. Once again, returning to where we started. And finding it's a new place. Just taking a few more moments to receive the benefits of the practice into your heart and into your body, into your brain. Today, instead of Om, let's chant the seed sound for the heart chakra, which is Yam. Y-A-M, Yam. Has that nice humming M sound as well. So you may also just hum, just create some vibration. Breathe deeply in. Yam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today.